Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Glossy Philosophy. My name is Jansen Binman and today we are doing a full face makeup tutorial. Let's get started. So first we're going to prep our face and I'm going to use my NARS primer, the tinted primer. I am starting to get a little bit low, so I'm going to need to replace this pretty soon because I do use it every day. And I always try to work it into that little area right here. Also just to help with a little bit of color correction because everybody gets a little bit dark there. Some more than others, including myself. And then I'm going to take my Bobbi Brown corrector and we're just laying down the groundwork for this look. Just eliminating any discoloration so that we can see where we want to go. I have a new eyeshadow from Giorgio Armani, and something that I just want to point out as I'm kind of prepping my skin is that Macy's and Nordstrom run beauty deals every once in a while on Armani and Shiseido. I think all the Estee Lauder companies, and you can get like a decent deal on makeup, so definitely check it out and get your Armani stuff then and your Shiseido stuff. Okay, so now, because we are doing a little bit more of an eye focus look, I'm going to hold off on my concealer, and we are not doing a lip look. We're going to do Kitten Mischief, which is almost out, but don't worry, I have another one ready to go. So we are going to start with the eyes, and then we'll do the complexion as we go. But no, actually, yes, we are going to start with that. So nothing has changed. This is my MAC palette that I use all the time, and I'm really going to be focusing mostly on these colors right here. We're not going to use rice paper, but these. And then I'm also going to be mixing and matching maybe a little bit of Kid as well. And then these are my eyebrow colors, so we're just going to ignore them for a little bit. So I'm going to go in with my 201. Is that right? Yep, I'm going to go in with my 201 from BK Beauty, and just like in another tutorial, I'm going to mix and match soft brown with Kid, and I'm going to get that mostly on that outer half of the eye. I think when fall comes around, it's really fun to play with warm and cool, because until you really get to that special time of fall when the leaves and everything have changed, it's, you know, you're still kind of in that funny summer weather, like cooler summer weather, even though you really want to be wearing fall stuff. So this is kind of a fun way to welcome in fall, but still be able to wear your cooler shades, like maybe a khaki green or a blue, something like that. I'm going to go in with my 217 and with Saddle and a little bit of Swiss chocolate. We're going to amp up the outer part of the eye. If you wanted even more definition, then you could use a pencil brush. And I'm just really lightly touching the skin, but you can see how much pigment that is putting down already. And I want to make the eyes the focus, but it is still I still have a full day ahead of me, so I don't want to go overboard. So I'm going to take another, actually no, I'm going to take an even fluffier brush. This one is my Sonia Kashuk, and just in a little bit of that soft brown, I'm going to bring that underneath the eye. And then I'm just going to kind of swipe it off on my hand, and I'm going to blend, kind of soften those darker colors a little bit more. Okay, and then we're going to try to relax our face and make sure that the darker colors are exactly where we want. So important to relax your face. Okay, now we're going to go in with the fun. So this is number 9. It's an eye tint from Giorgio Armani. It is a cream shadow, and it has a doe foot applicator, and you just pop it on. Amazing. This reminds me of a Charlotte Tilbury color. So if you have, I think it's Marie Antoinette. I can't remember what the new shade is called, or maybe it's Oyster Pearl, something like that. But oh my goodness, I love this formula, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get more because I love it so much. Okay, we're going to finish off the eyes with a little chocolate shimmer from Bobbi Brown gel. We're going to let that liquid shadow sit, or the cream shadow sit, and then we'll kind of blend as necessary. You could definitely use your Armani color as a base for a more glittery look for holiday. That would be lovely. And it does wear very nicely throughout the entire day. Just some small dashes. We're getting our line. I can already tell that I'll need to adjust a little bit. Sometimes when I get really excited about eyeshadow, I forget about technique. So true. Alright, let's see what's going on. Yeah, that wing is way out there. Here's a really good trick for if you've completely annihilated your eyeliner. You can go back in with your eyeshadow primer, especially NARS I can speak to, and it almost acts like a magic eraser because it has so much silicone in there. Okay, let's check that. This one's still a little bit longer. There, much better. Oh, another tip that's really good that I use all the time when I was working the counter is that people would come in and ask why their gel eyeliner was drying out so quickly, and it's because you were working from the inner part and you want to work outside in, because if you work from the inner part out, you're creating an air pocket and you're drying the product out. So try to work around the rim first and move inward. Okay, I'm feeling really good about the eyes. I think I will just go in with a 217 that we used before. There's no additional product on there. And we're just gonna blend that out just a smidge. So that's done. Now we're gonna go in with our Giorgio 3D Maximizer. What an exciting name. And maximize our lashes. This brush is really good for separating lashes and really getting the product on. I find if I use more of the tip of the brush, that gets a lot of product on, and then you can kind of blend it out with the rest of the brush if you need major impact. Also, always make sure that you take off the excess of your mascara before you put that on. Because when you pull out the wand, there's always a little bit of extra on the tip of the brush, and you don't want that gooping up your amazing eye look that you just did. If you also ever feel like your mascara isn't working the same as it usually does, make sure that you clean your brush. So just take some toilet paper, take some tissue, pull your brush through, and that will clean it and get a lot of the gunk out. And then you should notice a difference right away when you put it back into the tube and use it. It's kind of like using a clean brush. I like to clean mine just every so often because it does, from constant use, it does get gunky. All right, let's finish the complexion, and then if we need to, we can rebalance things. So we're going to start off with our concealer, and I'm going to make sure that I grab the concealer and not the eyeshadow because they are in similar bottles. So just pulling that down. If you want a more dramatic look, here, we'll do it today. We can bring it all the way down to the end of the nose. Why do we do that? We do that to elongate the face. So if you feel like you want to stretch your face a little bit this way, then pulling that right along the edge of the nose is great. Make sure you don't bring it up onto the nose because then you're widening your nose. Sometimes it feels like there's a lot of rules in makeup, but it's really just kind of figuring out your own face, your face shape, and what works the best for you. So we're going in with my new color, which I feel like is working out really nicely. Do a few dots. Try not to get it on my earrings. And just patting that in. So you can definitely tell that the focus is the eye. If you wanted to tone that down, you wouldn't have to go in with Swiss chocolate. Or you could just use one shadow. That would also work. just remember with a lot of these looks, there's varying degrees of drama, so, and glamour. So just make sure that you are stopping wherever you feel comfortable and then building up as you feel comfortable. I was looking at some pictures. I was kind of cleaning up my desk the other day. Woo! And I saw some looks that I did when I was working at Sephora, and I thought, holy moly, those were pretty cool, but very dramatic and really just not wearable in real life, but amazing artistry. So I think I might start doing some of those looks on here, especially in October when I feel like you can be a little bit freer with your makeup because of Halloween, mostly. And also, as it gets darker, you can wear more makeup because the lighting is softer. But when it's daytime and summer and all that, it's really good to keep it a little bit pared down. All right, and then we'll powder. And we're not going to forget our brows, so I'm going to do that right now before I do forget. So same eyeshadows as always, and just kind of filling in any holes that are happening. Sometimes it's nice to do your brows a little bit later too, because when you do your skincare kind of creeps into your brows and it makes them oily, which can then make your product oily, especially if you're using a powder. Don't forget to clean your eyeshadows as well. Really just clean all of your beauty products from time to time. You will just thank me later. They will work so much better for you. All right, you guys, today I am ordering new bronzer because, yikes. I'm really scraping the bottom of the barrel right now. And I think I am. I tried out a few other bronzer and contours. I didn't try a ton, but I tried a few and I didn't like any of them. So I think we're gonna stick with Miss NATASHA DENONA because this is seriously the best shade for someone of my complexion that I've ever found. I think just a little bit more. When you go a little bit heavier on your eyes, you can go a little bit more glam on the rest of your face because everything is supporting the eyes. Okay. Now, we're going to go back in with our powder blush brush with an old school favorite. It's called Dainty by MAC. And it's that peachy pink. It's very similar to a NARS blush. But I respect the company of MAC a little bit more for their naming systems. So, alright, we're almost done. We're just going to do lips and then that's it. So Kitten Mischief, my go-to. It is seriously the perfect shade. Like, what? And then a little bit of Songbird because I don't want to take away from the eyes. And that is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed today's look. I think it's a really great way to play with warm and cool colors amp up your eyes and have a little bit more fun with makeup. So I hope this was helpful. Don't forget to hit subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and I do fashion videos every Wednesday, beauty videos every Friday, and I'm doing a ton of skincare stuff on my blog on Saturdays. So definitely check that out. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out in the comments below or on my blog. And I will see you very soon. Bye!